We're also going to use a pentatonic exercise for hammer-ons and pull-offs. So there's a free level 1 lesson using the A minor pentatonic scale. So have a look at that if you're not familiar with it, and then you can come back to this afterwards. So we're going to go up the scale, we're going to ascend, and we're going to go from fret 5 and we're going to hammer on to fret 8. So, and then nice positive tap there using my little finger. Fret 5 to fret 7, using my 3rd finger again, nice positive tap. 5 to 7 using fingers 1 and 3 again. On the top 2 strings we've got 5 to 8. Okay. So that is ascending, and then you can descend by pulling off. Now often I find that descending, pulling off is a little bit harder. A lot of people find this a bit more tricky. Hopefully as long as you get positive tap, the hammer-on should be okay. With the pulling off, it's quite easy to start catching catching strings underneath, so you've got to watch what you do with the angle, which angle you take with the pull-off. Make sure that you're not sort of dropping down onto the strings below too much. And also, even more importantly than that, what people often tend to do to start with when they're pulling off is they'll kind of move, because they know that this note on the lower fret needs to be ready to receive the pull off from the higher note. So they want to get this one on first, so they kind of go, there it is. Okay, so the pull offs are alright there, but there's a gap, isn't there? We want to make it sound smooth. So the way that you do that is you have to lead with whichever finger is playing the higher frets that you're pulling off from. So in this case, in this scale, it's either finger 4 or finger 3. So if you have a look at this, I'll do it slowly. There it is. Finger 1's just behind though. There it is again. Finger 1's just behind there again. So even though I'm leading with finger 3, finger 1 is just behind, so it's ready to receive. And as soon as you get halfway used to that, you can start speeding it up a little bit. Now, if it's a little bit funny, because you might not have used your little finger that much, you can potentially use your 3rd finger instead. Loads and loads of players, because this scale is great for improvising with, for making riffs, solos, all sorts of things in all sorts of styles. And so a lot of guitarists actually like to reach across a little bit using a slightly more diagonal position on the top 2 strings. So if you're going to do that, then it's only on the bottom string that you're actually going to be using your little finger. And so it's quite diagonal, but you definitely don't want to be diagonal when you're on the bottom string. So I'm gradually moving round so that my fingers are a bit more vertical and parallel with the frets afterwards. So here we go, diagonal. And it's gradually moved round so my fingers are pretty much in line with the frets there. Opposite way around, just reverse it. So pretty high up there, gradually getting a bit more diagonal. There we go. Either one of those is fine. Might be good to use your little finger. Often when you start getting into improvising, you may well find that you actually use your 3rd finger more, but this finger's probably not as responsive as the other 3 to start with, so give it a bit of practice. So that's it. There's some legato. Now there's plenty of this in the level 1 lessons, level 1 songs even. So classic rock and the blues, blues funk, and also the melodic rock song. They all use riffs, pentatonic riffs, using these legato ideas alongside bends and slides. So if you want to practice this in a song format, check out some of the songs, check out some of the previews, see if there's any you fancy having a go at. Obviously there's the backing tracks, and there's play along tracks at different speeds, so you feel like you're playing in a band straight away. So hopefully you've enjoyed the lesson. Go away, have a go at this, and look forward to seeing you here again soon on Coda Guitar.